incredible creatures. After overwintering in Central or South America, the osprey begin their journey north around mid-March. The male usually arrives in the Okoboji area around April 2nd and finds a place to nest, like the platform in Kenyu Park in Okoboji. The female arrives about a week later, and then the pair work on building a nest together. If their chosen nesting site is empty, they will build a nest from scratch from sticks, corn husks, grasses, and other natural materials. If they return to a previous nesting site, they will work to build upon the nest that is there. Osprey love to nest in a high spot with a 360-degree view. They often nest on nesting platforms, parking lot lights, or cell phone towers. It's comical to watch the pair put their nest together because they often have differing views of how to make the nest homey. One osprey will bring in a stick and place it carefully, only to have the mate come in and pick up the same stick and move it like it's saying, "That doesn't go there." About a week later, the osprey will mate and reproduce. They usually lay their first egg around April 22nd and then will lay eggs over the next week. The mother will not sit on the nest to begin incubation until all of the eggs are laid so that they hatch around the same time. An osprey usually lays 1 to 3 eggs. Incubation is approximately 36 to 42 days. It is done primarily by the female, which is the bigger bird of the pair, but the male will also assist. He will go fishing and will bring in food for the mother. While she flies away to eat, the male will sit on the nest. When she is finished eating, she will return to her incubation position. She will protect the eggs during high winds, sunny days, thunderstorms, and whatever else Mother Nature throws her way. Chicks begin to hatch around the end of May or beginning of June each year. Because they have been incubated equally, the brown and white speckled eggs hatch about the same time. The mother will help the chicks from their eggs if they need it, and then covers them with her wings to help keep them safe and warm. She will keep the chicks underneath her wings until they grow feathers and are quite large. The male and female osprey both care for their chicks. The male does most of the fishing. He will eat his share of the fish and then bring it back for the chicks and the female. The parent will bite pieces off of the fish and then feed those pieces to the chicks. The chicks grow quickly, matching the size of an adult by the end of summer. After about 55 days from hatching, the chicks, which can be told apart from the adults by their speckled coloring, start to try their wings. They will flap their wings for a few days before actually leaving the nest. Usually the biggest of the chicks begins to fly, followed by the others. They start by flying a few hundred feet from the nest and progressively go out farther. After learning to fly, the osprey parents will teach their young to fish. They can be seen flying above the Iowa Great Lakes, the youth attempting to dive. Osprey eat about 99% of their diet in fish. In September, the osprey will begin to fly south. The male usually leaves first, followed by the female, and then the full-grown chicks. All migrate and overwinter independently. Because osprey migrate about 4,000 miles per trip, we have estimated that our osprey end up in northern South America. However, each osprey could end up in its own country. The chicks will stay in their overwintering place for a full summer season, returning to a radius of about 50 miles from where they fledged a year and a half after going south for the first time. You can see the osprey each summer on the Dickinson County Conservation Board web camera at www.dickinsoncountyNatureCenter.com.